Hi everybody, Lori here for W Plus 9. So glad you're joining me today. I've got a puppylicious little shape card to share with you, and he is cutie patootie. I'm going to be using the Plush Friends Pup die set by W Plus 9. So here's the puppy outline. I have a cream card base ready to go, and here's how I make a shape card. What you have to do is some partial die cutting. Everything above the ears is going to hang off the edge, and that's going to leave your little fold, your little hinge intact so that you still have a card that can open and close. See, like so? Boom. That's your puppy dog base. Now you got to die cut it one more time, but this time you're going to just fully die cut the entire shape of the body. I took another piece of cream cardstock, running it through with the Plush Friends puppy dog shape, and that will adhere over top, and that's how you get a shape card. Now, I don't know about you, but I'm a huge fan of a shape card. They just make me smile, especially with animal shapes. But honestly, you can do a shape card out of anything under the sun when you use that partial die cutting technique. So now here I am die cutting all the little puppy parts that make up his face. So we've got the mouth, the inner ears, the eyes, nose, puppy paws, and all that good stuff, running it through all at the same time with the Big Shot. And then once I get all these pieces die cut, I'm going to just adhere them to the pup. I am using some Tombow Mono liquid adhesive, but anything would work. I also got this little quick stick tool that really is a game changer, especially when you're dealing with eyeballs. You know what I'm saying? So here's the puppy mouth. And this is just so adorable. And I think you're all thinking what I'm thinking. Aren't we thinking it? So I know there's a Plush Friends panda. There's a Plush Friends pup. The question is there going to be a Plush Friends monkey? That's what I'd like to know. I don't know if there is or not, but it would be pretty darn cute. And, and I'm just spitballing here, but how about a Plush Friends llama? That one would just push me right over the edge. Seriously. So now I'm putting just a smidge of adhesive on the outside edge of the puppy dog's paws. I don't want to put any adhesive on the inside because that is where he's going to hold his balloon strings. So now I'm going to begin stitching, and I debated on whether or not to add stitching because you really don't have to, but if you want to take the time and you enjoy doing that sort of thing, then have at it. In the end, I decided, you know what the hey, I've got some floss and I found a matching color, which is rare because I don't really have a lot of floss. I feel like I'm a little bit late to the whole stitching on cards trend, which has become very trendy. And I love it. I think I'm late to all the trends. I'm a late bloomer. My kids, they're late bloomers. But I am not complaining. No, not complaining, not one little bit. I gotta say, so my oldest boy, Boaz, he's 18, and then my daughter's 17. I got a 14-year-old, 12, and then the youngest bringing up the rear is 7. And not one of them yet. We have not had to deal with the whole girlfriend-boyfriend situation. At least not yet. I know the day's coming. I'm not looking forward to the heartbreak and the drama because my girls are already dramatic enough. But I'm thankful that they are late bloomers in that area. I was too. So was my husband. We were both shy when it comes to that sort of thing. I'm kind of thankful that none of my kids, at least as far as I can tell or that I'm aware of, they're not boy crazy or girl crazy. They're kind of shy in that department. I could be totally wrong, which I am sometimes, but I'm just going to believe that they're shy. That's what I want them to be, because one day, yeah, So I adhered these two pieces together with score tape, and bada boom, bada bing, you got a shape card. Now here I decided to make a bouquet of balloons just to kick up the cuteness factor one more notch. So I'm taking an old circle punch. If you don't have any circle punches, you could use circle dies, or maybe you have some balloon dies or balloon punches. Use that too. But I just kind of like these cute circle shapes, and I did an assortment of solid colored cardstock. Now I'm arranging them in a bouquet like manner And when I get the shape that I like, I'm going to take a little piece of this blue frog tape. I put it on my hand to get rid of some of the sticky because I don't want it to be too sticky, just enough to hold the bouquet together. Flip it over on the back side, and now I'm going to adhere 3 strands of that same floss that I used to stitch around the pup. These are going to become the balloon strings. So I'm going to adhere these by tucking them underneath the balloons. I'm using a little bit of liquid glue there, and I kind of pinch it down, count to 10, and it holds it for the most part pretty well. The nice thing about this is it looks pretty neat and tidy even from the back side. If the recipient does happen to look at the back of the card, you don't have anything to worry about. So I just hold that all down, let it dry, and there you have your bouquet of balloons with some cute little balloon strings. Then I'll remove that frog tape, and there you have it. So I'm going to tuck these strings into his little paw. This is so fun. I mean, how much cuter can you get than a puppy holding a bouquet of balloons? You can't. You cannot. So I put just a little square of foam tape to hold these balloons right above his ear like that. And then I will slip in a little bit of glue right in there to hold the strings in place so they stay nice and taut. Now I want to show you about this card. It is a little bit larger. It's about 5 by 6.5. So it's not going to fit a standard size envelope. But that doesn't bother me at all because I make my own envelopes most of the time. I love this envelope punch board. I use it nonstop, and I always have some 12 by 12 pattern paper on hand. I actually cut this one down. The envelope punch board gives you all the measurements for the sizes that you need. And I made this one exactly for the size of this shape card. So it fits in snug as a bug in a rug, just like it was meant to be. Look at that. So fun. I hope you enjoyed this video. Maybe it inspired you to take a look at some of your dies and make a shape card. And if you want to kick it up a notch, add a bouquet of balloons. Thanks so much for joining me. Have a wonderful day, and I will see you next time.